Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharudradev Mandir. And of course, our Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So today, we want to dedicate this entire program to my dear sister who recently passed away. Sumintra Gildari, and we just want to remember her and celebrate her life and say how much we loved her and of course how much she's going to be missed. So today's program is in memory of Shanti. We'll now join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
Nagavarana Nama Shivaya Nagavarana Nama Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Nagaswarupa Namo Namo Nagaswarupa Namo Namo Om Narayana Shiva Narayana Narayana Shiva Narayana Narayana Shiva Narayana. That's the Paunaputra Hanumanji that the scriptures, in every scripture we will find the advent or the virtues of none other than Sri Paunaputra Hanumanji. We all know only too well that when Sri Hanumanji was a bacha, bala, he was a young child that he requested from his mother that he was hungry. And so his mother indeed that indicated that wait for some time and while she's making preparation. And we also know that we've been told that when Sri Hanumanji kept demanding, and so she left him there because the child itself will continue to demand. So while she's making preparation, Sri Hanumanji indeed was hungry, it is indicated, and so that he saw the sun, we've been told, Surya Devata. And as he saw the sun, that he made a giant leap towards the sun. And so it is indicated that Indra, who is called the protector of Swarga, the protector of the heavenly region, that seeing this being itself coming to devour the sun, that what did he do? He came and he took his his Vajra, and he smote Sri Hanumanji with it. Of course, it is indicated that Sri Hanumanji fell upon the ground. And as he fell upon the ground in such manner that it is indicated that he broke his jaw. And so he is called as Hanu itself means one with broken jaw. So I was telling some devotees yesterday that we should never ever refer to Sri Hanumanji as a monkey god or Ganeshi as elephant god and so forth. But they were not an elephant, they were not called as a monkey. Tulsidas Maharaj, he comes and he indicates that Sita Rama Gunagrama Punya Ranya Viharna Vande Vishuddha Vijnana Kavishwara Kapishwara. Kapi itself, there are many different names that is given. One of the names of Sri Hanumanji or a monkey is called as Kapi. It is indicated that Kapi itself means a monkey, but Kapi itself means, Pi itself means to drink, to digest. So we drink scriptures, which means that we should digest that when we feel fulfilled. But he comes and he says that from this Kapit, one becomes a Kavita. Kavita itself means a philosopher. Kavi itself means a poet, one who will glorify the Lord in such manner after being blessed. So Hanumanji can never ever be a monkey, is what all the Shastras and what all the scriptures indicate. It is indicated that he attained the blessings of Surya Devata. It is indicated that Surya Devata, that every single month there is There's more than 1,000 named Sahasranam of Surya Devata. And in every month, we have 12 months in the year. And in every month of the year, we have the different names of Surya Devata where he is glorified or he is called. That walks with the sun, the Lord Narayan, who is called as Surya Narayan, walks with the sun. You know, it is indicated in the month of Magshirsh. Right now we're in the month of Shravan. Shravan is called as the holy time that we remember the exploits of Bhagavan Shivji, and so we enter into the month of Bhado, where Krishna Chandra Janmashtami begins right after. So culminating towards the advent of Krishna. So it is indicated in the month of Magshirsh that we have the form of the Lord known as Keshava. We have in the month of Kartika that it is called a Kartika Masa. It is also called as Damodar Masa. So this is one of the 12 names of Surya Devata. Whenever we perform Surya Puran, we recite all of these 12 divine names of the Lord. So Surya Devata was called as the form or that which bestows jnana, which bestows knowledge.
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan and would like to remind you that we are preparing at Maharudradev Mandir for our anniversary yagna. That's Maharudradev Mandir's 50th anniversary. The yagna begins on Sunday, August the 18th and concludes on Sunday, August the 25th. And of course, during that time, we'll be also celebrating Krishna Janam. So please keep those dates. We'll meet each night by 6:30 to 8:30. So please ensure all the information is on the screen and ensure that you do visit us for one of those nights. We'll now join our own Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon for our health segment.
Sitaram and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon and today is the second episode in our series on cancer. Today we are discussing colon cancer. This is a common type of cancer that we have all heard about, and perhaps may even have friends or relatives that have been diagnosed with colon cancer in the past. Overall, about 1 in 20 people will develop colon cancer during their lifetime, and these rates are higher in men as compared to women. Colon cancer is a cancer of the large intestine, which is the lower part of the digestive system. Generally speaking, this category of cancers includes both colon and rectal cancer, and therefore sometimes referred to as colorectal cancer. Most cases of colon cancer begin as a small clump of cells called polyps, which can sometimes continue growing and become colon cancer. In most cases, it is not clear what causes these colon cells to start dividing and form cancerous growths. However, there are a small percentage of people that have a genetic mutation that makes them prone to developing colon cancer, sometimes at a very early age. These individuals tend to have a strong family history of colon cancer in multiple family members. Another suspected cause of colon cancer is diet. Population studies have shown an association between the typical Western diet and an increased risk of colon cancer. This typical Western diet is high in fat and low in fiber. Although it is not clear why the Western diet increases your risk of developing colon cancer, this association is clear and is an active area of research today. There are certain risk factors for developing colon cancer during your lifetime. The first is age. As the older you are, the higher the risk of developing colon cancer. Next is a history of colon polyps, as those with polyps found on colonoscopy have a higher rate of progressing to cancer. Diseases such as ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease are inflammatory conditions that are also cancer risks. Having a family history of colon cancer increases your chance of developing the disease. This means that if you have a parent, sibling, or child with colon cancer, you have a higher risk of developing it yourself. The low fiber and high fat diet, typically referred to as the Western diet, is another risk factor. The last are the lifestyle factors that have been shown to increase colon cancer risk, specifically cigarette smoking, heavy alcohol use, sedentary lifestyle, and obesity. The symptoms of colon cancer are very vague, and most people do not have any symptoms at all until it's very advanced. These symptoms can include a change in bowel habits that last longer than 4 weeks, rectal bleeding or blood in the stool, persistent abdominal cramping or pain, or unexplained weakness, fatigue, or weight loss. Since colon cancer is usually symptom-free until it's very advanced and has already spread, it is very important to have regular screening tests performed through your family physician. Generally, the guidelines recommend that screening for colon cancer starts at the age of 50 and can include yearly stool tests for blood or screening colonoscopy exams to look for polyps or cancerous cells. If diagnosed with colon cancer, treatment can include surgery, radiation therapy, or even chemotherapy. This is a common type of cancer and something that can be treated if caught early. The key is reducing your risk of developing colon cancer by adopting a healthy lifestyle and regular screening tests to catch it early. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week on Rudraaya.
My dear viewers, we'd like to remind you that Maharudraaya Mandir is preparing for our Ganesh Visarjan boat cruise, so the information is on the screen. And throughout the program today, you would have seen clips of our last year's boat cruise where we celebrated Ganesh Visarjan. So please be sure to get your tickets. It is on September 1st, so it's only a couple of weeks away. And the tickets are only $35, and it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be having satsang on the boat, and after the puja, we'll be immersing Ganeshji into the lake, followed by lunch and more singing. So please be sure to get your tickets from us as soon as possible. We'll now join our host for the corporate segment, Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I am the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium. I am also a licensed funeral director. I have been approached by many families questioning if a body preparation, or better known as embalming, is a requirement. The reason why this type of body preparation is performed is to preserve the body to allow for an open casket. When someone passes away, immediately after the body will go through physical changes. The actual change in a person will vary depending on the medical condition of the person prior to death, as well as the environment in which a person is resting and the lifestyle the person lived. For example, the weight of the person will be a factor after someone passes away. The larger the person is in weight, the faster the body will undergo physiological changes. If the person passes away in a hot or warm environment and have been resting in that place for a period of time, the person will also undergo a quick physical change. Unfortunately, the physical changes are not pleasant. In other words, the changes can be a foul smell, skin color change, swelling, just to name a few. Even if the body is placed in a refrigeration system, as hospitals have in a morgue, or we have at Lotus Funeral, it does not stop the physical change, but only slows it down. Overall, embalming is highly recommended if the casket will be open. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center, we are open 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. We have one central location which serves families from the East End as well as the West End. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to travel outside to another location. Puja items and kirtan groups can be supplied for Hindu services. We have large gathering halls for 500 seating to smaller rooms. For more information about Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and my new location in Kitchener at Kitchener Funeral Homes Crematorium, please call me at the number on your screen. Thank you for watching Rudraaya, and see you next week. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Sukriti Shambhodana Vimala Vibhuti Sukrita Shambhodana Vimala Vibhuti Manjula Mangala Mora Prasuti Jai Ram Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Janaman Manjo Mukula Malaharani Janamana Manjo Mukula Malaharani Tilak Gunagana Pasakarani Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama.
My dear viewers, before we end today's program, we want to send happy birthday greetings to one of our directors, Rakesh Ramnarayan, who celebrated his birthday this past week. So Rakesh, on behalf of the crew at Rudraaya and of course all of us at Maharujadev Mandir, we want to wish you a happy birthday, and may Hanumanji shower his choicest blessings upon you for a healthy, long life.
O Raja tore aasan poolan ke haar, O Raja tore aasan poolan ke haar, poolan ke haar ab poolan ke haar, poolan ke haar ab poolan ke haar, O Raja tore aasan poolan ke haar. एक महलों में राजा बसत है, एक महलों में राजा बसत है, देखो रानी तो कर लो बहार, देखो रानी तो कर लो बहार बहार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार। एक घर में तुरे दुल्हा बसत है, एक घर में तुरे दुल्हा बसत है, एक घर में तुरे दुल्हा बसत है, दुल्हनिया तो कर लो बहार, दुल्हनिया तो कर लो बहार बहार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार। बोलो राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार। एक महलों में मौसा बसत है, एक महलों में मौसा बसत है, देखो मौसी त कर लो बहार, देखो मौसी त कर लो बहार बहार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार। एक महलो भैया भैया बसत है, एक महलो भैया बसत है, एक महलो भैया बसत है, देखो भौजी त कर लो बहार, देखो भौजी देखो भौजी त कर लो बहार बहार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन फूलन के हार। फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, फूलन के हार अब फूलन के हार, राजा तोरे आसन 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 फूलन के।
मेरा दीपक जुगल जुगल जले, जुगल जुगल प्रकाश पहनाए। इतना मांगू मनमाना,
course, as I said, this morning's program was dedicated to my dear sister, Shanti, who recently passed away. And of course, I always like to share, my life experiences with you all. And one of the things that I experienced during Shanti's death was that sometimes it takes a death in the family to bring that family closer together, which shouldn't be. So please, don't take each other for granted. Always reach out to your sibling, your parents, and don't wait for them to pass away to miss them, because you have the opportunity to make a difference. So would like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharudraaya Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible. Until we meet again next week, have a blessed week. Namaste.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vasudevaya Hari Vasudevaya. 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 Purushottam Hari Vasudevaya Purushottam Hari Vasudevaya. Sarvottam Hari Vasudevaya Sarvottam Hari Vasudevaya.
शंभु महादेवा शंभु महादेवा
शंभु महादेवा शंभु महादेवा।
हे गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा
गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा
हे गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा।